Hey, what's up, guys? Back at it again. Um, just wanted to chime in on my thoughts of the Joe Montana news that we got today, and that Damon Groh interview with Unreal. Um, I'm not gonna lie, definitely disappointed, as all you guys seem to be, and it's not a surprise. Um, we are a hardcore community. We have a lot of passion, bitterness, high emotions, all the speculations that people were putting out there. Um, we all wanted to believe certain things, and I for one didn't really believe in the article that the OS post. That was a little bit far-fetched, and I never thought for a minute it was going to be NFL. Just didn't make sense. So for a lot of reasons. So the one thing I did kind of buy into a bit was the idea that if they're so quiet with their marketing and not promoting the product, then I could kind of understand if they were exclusive to Microsoft and they were trying to keep the Microsoft plans and possibly the NFL, then maybe they had NDAs and they really couldn't release any information. That's why it was so top secret. I mean, that was the hope. The flip side of that was going to be what we basically got was that they just weren't ready, and they're trying to push a product out that is going to be very iterative in their approach, and that's fine. I mean, if that's what they're going to do, then at least we have somebody. We have a player out there that's putting on a football game. And I've had some time, like all of you guys have probably had now. Maybe tomorrow will feel a little bit differently, but if you look at the events that had passed, the majority of the speculation and hype was all brought on by us, by the community, and there was a mixed bag of people at play, and some were hating the whole thing and discounting it from day one. Others were on the totally other side of the spectrum, saying, "Hey, this game is going to be the next Madden killer, and it's going to be NFL license, and the best game we've ever played, and yada yada yada." So let's rewind everything and just take a deep breath and think for a second. Before today, we didn't know really anything official about Joe Montana. The only thing that we knew somewhat official, was that they were going to give some information this weekend, and we had a couple of clips that everybody, by the way, loved. In terms of what I was seeing, they had a lot of positive reactions to those small items that we got, which was the video of the hurdle, and then also the video of the throwing, which was very minor and not much, but no one ever really thought for a second, with the pictures that we got of the player models, the screenshot we had with the Unreal and Joe Montana in the backfield, no one ever thought for a second that those were mobile graphics, and if they did, then I didn't hear much of it. And I guess what I'm trying to portray to you guys is that the game has potential, and believe me, I am by no means a proponent of any iOS mobile device. I do not play any games, no Candy Crush. That's for my wife and my kids. I play games on my PC and mainly my console when it comes to sports games. So I'm the first one here that's just as disappointed as everybody else to find out that we're so far away from a potential game, and they have that much work to really climb and the hill to overcome to really get to a PC, let alone a console. I mean, we have an iOS release that's due quarter one, quarter two of next year. That's 2016. We're in the middle of 2015, guys. That right there is a long ways away. And then another 6 months after that for the Android, and then possibly in 2017, the PC. I mean, we're talking about a year and a half, and we're not even on consoles yet. And there's a really, really strong chance that the game may not make it if the funding isn't there. So you look at games like Backbreaker and All Pro Football, you know, they were on consoles. They were not on mobile. They weren't on PC. They were on the systems that we play, that we love, that we're accustomed to. And each one of those games just didn't get the support that they needed. And that's the key to this video here. I'm really trying to emphasize or re-emphasize the comment I made in this post here, and also following up with Dollar Jr.'s video, that no matter where we stand, and by the way, I definitely suggest you guys come out to SimHeads.com and take a look. I'm not even promoting the site here. I'm just telling you to take a look at this article I wrote. It's a very brief article, and it kind of just goes through a quick synopsis of where we are and what options we have as football enthusiasts in the virtual world. And with all those facts I just went through and all the things that we've kind of had to sit here and swallow today, it's very frustrating. I mean, trying to find news over the weekend or over this past 3 days from E3, and trying to uncover when the press conference was going to be. Is it going to be in the Xbox conference? Is it going to be on stage? Finally get a YouTube, at the end, get a YouTube video from Unreal with the interview they did yesterday that they posted on Twitter. And, we had the radio show with 1080, and not one mention or not one hint that this was going to happen. So, I really wish the Damon Grow, Joe Montana team over at Superstar Games would have just tried to think a little bit harder about the situation and know the state of mind that we're in and how desperate we are as gamers. And we've been bitten so many times that it's really, really a sensitive area for us, and we just cannot afford to be played around with. With that said, you wake up and you look in the mirror, all of you guys, let's go look right now at yourself in the mirror and say, what do we have? What do we have today out there that we have to look forward to? And the only option we have, we all know what that is in terms of new content that's being released. And I'm not talking about Backbreaker and All Pro Football and 2K5 and 2K4. And if you read this article I do make some mention of those games, and by all means, there's plenty of work that's left to be done. I've created 3 editors over the past 6 months, one for 2K4, All Pro Football, and Backbreaker. There's been people in the community that have been helping with these efforts. There are rosters that are coming out. I mean, we have a lot of opportunity to play games that are out there that have already been released years ago on consoles. And this can keep us going, but we're hungry for a game. And all I can say is that what I recommend everybody do, no matter how you feel, think of it as charity, whatever you want to do, you need to support this game. If we do not support Joe Montana football, and we do not try to give it some kind of leg to stand on to even get to the phase of PC and then possibly a console down the road. I mean, I just bought a brand new PC. I didn't need to buy a PC, but my incentive was, okay, there's a new Joe Montana game coming out, so I'm like, let me go out and buy a PC. So I'm one of the people that jumped a little bit early. I'm happy I needed a PC, but I didn't need it today. So, you know what? It is what it is. And by the way, a PC is a lot more expensive than an Xbox or a PS4. So I'm not happy with, that decision at this point. But at the end of the day, I'm a man, I'm an adult, and I bid on the speculation of it becoming a game that's going to come out earlier than later on PC. Now, with all of this said, all I can tell you guys is this is our only other option for a next gen future game. I don't care if it's on mobile right now. I really don't think that that's a problem. That's just a preview. And I'm going to show you a couple of screens here of ways that you can play it on mobile. You know, there are things that are out there that, like this right here, you can see there's ways that you can play on an iOS device on your TV with a gamepad. And I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to support the game. You have my back. I have your back, Damon Grow. I know you've maybe not have made the best moves, but at the end of the day, you guys are definitely trying to make the effort and putting money and dollars out there and resources that no other company's doing. And we have failed on All Pro Football as a community. We failed on Backbreaker as a community. We just did not support them. Or we didn't tell enough people, or we didn't buy enough copies, whatever it might be. So we need to support this game, guys. I mean, that's the bottom line. We all want another option. And all I can say is go out and support the game. Try to put aside your feelings. People make mistakes. If you hear the interview, and I just posted it again on my YouTube channel with a loop of the actual gameplay footage, you kind of look at Damon Grow and just watch him. And yes, he's a little bit nervous in the beginning, or he seems like he's out of sorts, but if you think about what he says and the fact that it's a marathon, you know, it's not a sprint, and the way that he talks about the long-term plan and that he wanted to get a product out there quick, and mobile was the fastest way to get the product out there. So they wanted to see what they could accomplish and then grow from there. So no matter what we think about the news that we heard today, we have to support them. We have to. So I'm going to leave you guys be. Please check out this article. I think it's worth your time. I'll be giving away a couple of games very soon. You'll be seeing some news on there. There's a lot more to watch here. And just like supporting Damon Grow, support SimHeads.com. There's no money being made here. It's all out of my pocket. And I'm doing this for the community, to support the sim community, just like a lot of other people do out there every day. And so there's going to be plenty of things that and plenty of time that goes into the things that, you know, I've been working on, and I do it because I love the sports gaming industry, and I think you guys should support the site. I think you should come out and join and put some posts in there. There's no ads on my site, and I don't plan on having any ads unless I find a need to down the road. But as of right now, I have no plans for advertisements. There's no censoring. So if you guys want to come out and discuss any topic, whether it be if you hate a certain game or you love a certain game, as long as it's not major trolling, you know, you're not going to get banned. This is for the community. So I implore you guys to go out there and tell all your friends and buddies to go to my site. And it's not even my site. Go to your site. Go to simheads.com. Tell me what you want to change about it. Tell me what you like about it. Contribute to it. Join in and be a staff writer. This is a site for the community. Period. No hidden agenda here. And so I'm giving you real talk right now, guys. I went out and tested NBA Live 16 today. I can't really say anything about it, so I'll have to wait till it comes out. I tested, you know, Madden a couple weeks ago, and you know, I work right down the street from EA, and you know, they have the opportunities to play test, as everybody knows, so it's not a secret. And you know, I am in it for the long haul. I've been in it for the long haul for a long time, like many of you. So anyways, support Joe Montana, support the sim community, whether it be a YouTube channel or a tweet or all this, the work that Moody put out, and Sim F-Ball Critic and Regular Dave and Wizza and Dollar Jr. and Gedden and all these guys out there that are putting work. Give back to the community. to guys who are making rosters like Gil Goldberg, Neff1, people like that. Rate Sports, for crying out loud. They do their thing, but give them props. So this is a video about us, about the sim community, and I hope everybody can get together and support our movement. And Joe Montana is part of our movement, no matter what you think about mobile. So those are my 2 words, or my 50 words, or 100 words, whatever it is, my 2 cents. And I hope you guys check out everything I told you, and I'm out. Peace.